Welcome back to the Jabronis show. It is now week one of the NFL season. I can finally say it. I don't have to keep tripping up on my words every pre-week, preseason, college fucking negative season. No, it's week one of the NFL and shit is started. I couldn't be any more excited than I am right now, except I'm going to be that much more excited on Sunday when we're actually doing this shit. Just one more week. We've waited all year. We've suffered through all the stupid other sports that take place, and now we're back to the real sport that we actually like. Now, last week I didn't do so good on the college football. I went 2-4. Kevin went 3-3, and Jaxon went 4-2. I feel like none of us even though you went 4-2, like the big games were those Texas Clemson games, and we were just so out of the park on both of those games. Like all three of
I
us,
mean,
we were calling them
not
locks of
really.
the week. They were close. I'll give Texas more than Clemson. Clemson was in there. Texas didn't stand a chance. The scoreboard made it seem like a close game, but that Ohio State defense was nasty, just full on smothering them.
Oh,
And
dude.
nobody
Is
saw
it
that
that
coming.
deep? Was Arch Manning just playing like shit?
I mean,
See,
we
that's my take.
also,
I think it was little column A, little column B.
Yeah,
we also didn't think of the fact of the matter of his first college start. Not first, like his first, like he's a starting quarterback, and he goes to Ohio State, the defending national champs. Like playing in Ohio, we just were too up on the Manning hype with the Manning name. So
yeah, we got
we all
sold.
hate Ohio State, and we all hate Ohio State. Like fuck.
There was a
So
lot of hate behind the pick. I have to admit.
yeah, there's a lot of biasy. Hopefully,
That rookie not too bad, not too shabby.
I
I
mean,
mean,
he had 38. Yeah, and saying went. He did amazing for his first start. But like going into the fourth quarter, Arch Manning had 38 passing yards, ended with 170. But still, like Jesus Christ, kid, it's
yeah, that
just
was on
fucking
Archie.
dominant. Dominant, dude.
It was definitely on Archie. That interception, so bad. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of where the game ended. But they were still in it. That's the thing. The game was never over, and so it's like at any point you can step up and be the Manning descendant that you're supposed to. But yeah, hopefully he doesn't just crumble under the pressure of his own name. And I still think Archie might have a good year. How do you guys feel about Archie going into this season now? You think he's
I
still
mean,
going to be like NFL round one, pick
I
number
mean,
one? Because that's
I
how we
don't
used
know
to be
about.
talking about him.
Well, I mean, now he's no longer the favorable odd for the number one pick. But honestly, I mean, their first game going into Ohio State, they got like an actual tune up, get the ball rolling again this week. I don't remember who they play, but I think Archie will still have a pretty damn good year. If I were him, I wouldn't, and I know he's not focused on it. He's made this very clear. I wouldn't focus on going to the draft this year. I mean, I try to get it to where he can make it as a solid college SEC Texas football quarterback. To where then he can make the decision where is he really NFL ready? I mean, right now it's way too early to tell, but I think he'll still have a pretty good year in my opinion. But what about you, Kiff?
Yeah, I think like with anything, it takes time. We forget this kid's 18 years old. You're not going to automatically just walk in. Very rarely does anyone just walk in and hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm. And I mean,
Texas lost two top receivers and two of their starting offensive linemen to the draft. So it's not just Arch that's doing something new. You have a lot of new faces on a lot of positions. So it's going to take a little time for that Texas team to gel. And I would say give it week 3 or 4 and they'll be back on track. And yeah, I think Arch will finish the season strong.
yeah, I
I
mean,
think
and
give
he's
him
sat.
8 weeks, he'll be where people think he should be.
I mean, and I can't not say he sat behind Quinn years. He knows that system of Texas. Like he knows how the scheme
Yeah.
works. All the new guys, and he still's got to settle in because he's never played in that magnitude before. It's a whole new ball game starting every week against Ohio State when he'd be in the bare end of Central Arkansas. Like he'd play in the very end of that. Like it's a much different
Oh,
Yeah.
scheme of
100%.
play. So
There's a
I think,
difference.
yeah, go ahead.
I was saying there's just a difference between, yeah, he got some time last year, but it was all on gadget plays and like trying to pick up short fourth and third downs versus actually, like you said earlier, being the man, not only being handed the keys to the kingdom, but going to Ohio State week one. But just like Shador and Sanders, the name is a blessing and a curse. You do well, everyone's like, all right, it's in the genes. You do poorly, it's like people only talked about you because of your father.
True. It's a lot to live up to, and yeah, I'm
Only
not
time will
rooting
tell.
against him by any means, but I don't know. That was a rough game, and that was, I mean, now ranked the number one team that he's going up against. So hopefully the strength of opponent going forward will favor Archie and his growth. But yeah, that Texas game, fucking killer first thing, and then Clemson, LSU, not much difference. Huge defensive game between these top teams, and Clemson just at the end of the day couldn't get it done.
Mhm.
Maybe a bad call on that catch, but besides that, LSU just plain out beat them.
Yeah.
Those two picks, I gotta apologize for. Okay, it's the early season. Don't start putting your money on my picks until like a month from now. Then we're gonna strike fire. I promise. Nebraska Cincinnati was some bullshit because nowhere in my research or any of y'all's did I see that this game was in fucking Arrowhead and that the home field advantage that Cincinnati was getting was actually the loudest football stadium in the world filled with Nebraska fans. So that factor went completely under my radar, over my head, whichever fucking past my spectrum fucking knowledge. And it was still a close game. It was still a one score game, and we still could have tied it with a field goal. There's still a minute and a half on the clock, and fucking, what's his name? Brendan Shoresby, the quarterback I was hyping up last week, he transferred out of Indiana. He had a pretty solid game, but first throw he makes down the field is at that drive with a minute left. And he tries to throw like a 40-yard bomb in the end. Like, this game pissed me off, dude. Between the mix of having to look at fucking Kelsey and Taylor Swift are getting engaged, and then my fucking team that I picked playing like shit, this was just a rough start to the weekend. And that was right after watching Boise State getting their asses blown out. So yeah, that Thursday night was tough. But that was
I
some
mean,
bullshit. Did you guys watch that game? That
yeah, but
interception, you could have field goal. We had all the momentum. We could have won in overtime. No sweat. Nope. Let's
thing
go
is
for a
though,
touchdown. Third and fucking three.
Swordsby. I
Sorry.
mean, no, you're good. I mean, that also is just a heavy run game. Like Sorsby had 69 yards passing, you know. And I mean, and Dylan Rayola, I don't know if that's how he says the whole name, but I mean,
It is.
he had a pretty good game for the most part. I mean, he had 33 for 42, two tutties, but their running back, I think it's Emmett Johnson. He had like 26 carries that game. Like it was, like I said, though, smash mouth football. So I mean, I don't think Sorsby had that. I mean, outside the rushing, I don't think he was that impressive through the air
No.
personally. But so I don't know. I mean, and it was in. I mean, Ohio. Yeah, they were favored, but I don't think that would have changed your whole perspective.
No, I would have made a
In my
different
opinion.
pick if I knew
You
that
think
it was
so?
all Nebraska section watching that game. Because that was a
Mm,
50-50 game. And I was like, since he's going to squeak it out. And they could have
I mean,
squeaked it out. They didn't get killed, right? That was a
yeah,
tight fucking game. And they couldn't hear
yeah,
their snap count. They had to have their guard doing this shit to show the center when to snap the ball. That makes
that
a
is,
difference in how your fucking offense executes.
yeah, that is very much true.
That game was
I
some
mean,
bullshit. And
but
I'd be
also
sitting
it
here
put,
3-3, and so would all of y'all if that game went differently. So
yeah,
fuck this. Fuck that.
yeah.
Fuck Taylor Swift. God.
God. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
but also you gotta think
UCLA,
that it's like
on the
a
other hand, that was a bad pick.
UCLA. That was a horrible pick.
That was a bad pick.
But also, Utah showed a lot that people haven't fucking seen in a really long time.
Yes.
So, I mean, and it also doesn't help that winning. I mean, we do have Kyle Winningham, but out of the 20 seasons he's been there, he's had 16 winning seasons. So, I mean, he knows how to get the job done. But this fucking. I was talking shit and scared a little bit about Devin Dampier out of New Mexico because we were saying how he had a lot through the ground and all this other shit. He did. I mean, he did great. He did 21 for 25, 206, 2 tutties, but he also had.
He was slinging that rock.
But he also was, dude, he was running at like 16 carries and 89 yards, and I think a tutty. So he went insane. And I mean, dude, Utah just dominated the line of scrimmage. I mean, we had people playing two ways. Like we had Smith Snowden, our DB, and he's a receiver. He's one of our leading receivers. But then we had, apparently, I didn't know this, Lander Barton. He's like a preseason All-American Award linebacker, and he was playing tight end. And he had a tutty. He had one reception, 14 yards. It was like a mini Robert Tunyon. But the Utah played amazing. And I mean, they say UCLA was home. I mean, Utah's been there a shit ton. So, and I mean, none of us bought the transfer Nico.
I did.
I'm not. You bought into that?
Well, it was a bad thing to buy into. Yeah, I picked UCLA last week. Remember?
Well, I know, but I mean, we didn't really. You weren't really too set in on the fact of Nico.
Well, he ate some dog shit. I thought he'd come out and play.
He was. I mean, it just shows where the money was, dude. And I mean, dude, and then Tennessee balled out and got rid of his ass. Oh, I mean, they did play not an amazing team.
No, Syracuse, that's a solid win. And they put up 28 points against them, so Tennessee might have some defensive issues. But yeah.
Utah's going to be, I think they're going to be more, I mean, we'll see not this week, but when we play Texas Tech in week 4.
You got your ranking.
Well, we are ranked, but again, we play Cal Poly this week and then Wyoming the next. So it's like we got this small school and then Mountain West, Wyoming's. But if we lose, then it's like, fuck. But our next
you got to mop them up.
Yeah,
you got to mop them up. You can't let these guys squeak by or even let them be close. Like, you want to keep that ranking.
Especially, well, Cal Poly will mop, but it's really where it's like Wyoming because they're Mountain West. I mean,
they're ass, dude. No, you guys need to kill Wyoming. I mean, they beat Akron like 10-0.
Oh, it was I know, it was terrible. So it's like, we'll see how that goes. But then Texas Tech week 4, that's going to be the real test if we are 3-0.
Yeah.
Going into that game. So we'll see. But it was a good look for me on that Utah game. So, I mean, yeah, like we said, 4-2, but the 2 games, technically 3 with Nebraska. I think if we would have really deep dive into the Texas-Ohio State game, maybe they would have been different. Probably not, because we just hate Ohio State. But we'll see.
Yeah, I thought rookie quarterback issues on Ohio State would be a much bigger issue, and that was actually the problem that Texas was having. So it's kind of flip-flop.
The defense. I mean, the defense just came ready to play. Like,
yeah.
They were coming out slinging. They stopped them on the first drive. Was 4th down. They stopped them. I was like, oh, shit, that just set the tone of the entire football game.
Yeah, and I don't know about Sarge fucking going for it so much. I think it's a different game if you have a few more points on the board at the end of the game. Because there's 2 field goals that they could have taken, and then you got 6 points on the board. It's not so much pressure on your team. I know you're still losing, but yeah, I'm always a take the field goal. I don't like this go for it. What the fuck happened to punting and playing? Your defense is playing great. But yeah, that was a little bit desperate out of Sarge choosing to do that. And I mean, Manning was supposed to be better.
I love going for it on 4th down. I love the balls in Minnesota.
Of course you do. The Bears probably going to be doing that this year.
Of course, it's Ben Johnson's disciple of Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell doesn't know what a punter is.
Dude, that's bit him in the ass, though. I mean, and it kind of did bite. Well, it did bite Texas in the ass. Outside of them just not playing up to the standard they're supposed to. But
hey, this wasn't a game we discussed. But fucking New Mexico threw that 4th down touchdown against Michigan off a fake tush push. So
Yeah,
sometimes it works.
you do gotta. It is a dice you
Either
gotta
you
roll.
see that?
I didn't see that. I saw that New Mexico was closer with Michigan. I was like, oh, that's concerning for Michigan.
It was
I mean,
wild. They faked a tush push, and the center purposely bounced it through the quarterback's legs to a running back, who then threw it to a wide open receiver in the end zone.
That is pretty tight.
but
And then our
going
next,
in,
our final recap. TCU murdered UNC. We saw that coming. The only pick I can feel proud of last week. We didn't buy the Bill Belichick bullshit. And a factor that I left out, but is good to mention, is TCU got beat by Colorado when Dion showed up. And so they've already been in that situation where the overhyped NFL guy is showing up. So I think TCU had a little bit of bitterness. I mean, they admitted it in the post-game interviews. They're like, "You guys were disrespecting us, not favoring us by more," because TCU was a 9-win team last year and UNC was 6, and bringing in 70 new transfers because of name brand. Well, it didn't pay off for them. That first drive, I thought UNC might be the best team in the country when I saw that first drive. And then the rest of the game, they just proceeded to get completely fucking killed by TCU in
well,
every
dude,
side of the ball.
yep. And I mean, dude, and it is. I did see this thing today about Bill Belichick though when he was coaching for the Browns. His very first game, he lost. I think it was 47-14. And then he proceeds to go on and does this other shit. So I mean, we'll see. So, but it also the UNC game is now the most points put up against the Bill Belichick era with 48 points, and before it was 47. But that was when,
Ooh.
ooh, but fucking Brady was gone. So I mean, we'll see. But yeah, none of us bought that bullshit. I mean, it's what do you expect? It's like Urban Meyer going to Jacksonville, like overhyped, goes into it, and then just completely crashed, and it blew up in their face.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Easy pick
yeah,
on that one.
easy pick, yeah. So
Josh
now
Hoover, not
going,
bad. Kicking
no,
ball.
not
I mean, he's supposed to
he
be one of the best quarterbacks, and he showed up.
showed
Between Nussmeyer, Hoover, um, who else balled out this weekend? Carson Beck. Ooh,
yeah,
that's a game we forgot to talk about. Kevin, you thought we'd just sneak by without mentioning the Miami Notre Dame. That was game of the weekend. I apologize, audience. Game of the weekend, we almost fucking slipped past it. Carson Beck did exactly what I thought he would.
dude, you
Pretty damn
cannot.
good. Okay, that catch was the receiver. That receiver fucking reached up and
Throws
glued
like
the
that
ball to his
all
hands.
game, though. He had throws like that all fucking game.
Miami's a good team, and they brought in a
They're good.
quarterback who can get it done. I told y'all.
So I'm just saying. I know my pick was right, but I watched part of that game, and Carson Beck was not. I mean, he was good, but he wasn't like how I.
A
He
new
was. He was
team. He
like,
just got there, but he played pretty damn good.
I'm just saying, his wide receivers made a lot of plays for him. So it's I don't know.
The ball had to be where the ball was.
Okay, whatever, whatever. I mean, shit. I mean,
Dude, you picked Miami. What are you mad
I
about?
did. I'm just saying, I wasn't that impressed. But I will say though, I was impressed with C.J. Carr. You'd see that double evade scramble to the throw for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin. I was pretty shocked. I mean, I was more impressed about how he was. Never been into a game, and he comes in against number 10 Miami. So and that was a pretty stacked team. So I mean, I was pretty impressed. But yeah, sad Fighting Irish loss for Kev, but
Yeah,
I don't
Notre
know what
Dame
was.
should have listened to Kevin's advice because they didn't give Jeremiah the love.
Dude, they split carries with him.
They
I
didn't
don't
give
understand.
Love the love.
Dude, they've been spreading the rock away from him too. They did that shit last year. I don't understand it. I mean, do you know what's going on with that, Kev? Because every time I've looked at stats, he has less carries than the guy above him when he is the starting running back.
Yeah, I don't know. I still trust the process, and I still trust Marcus Freeman. So it's an early on in the year. It was a top 10 matchup. It was a 3-point game. So bottom line, I'm not overly worried about it.
It's fair enough. And I mean, Notre Dame dropped that game to NIU last year and then made the championship. So this is a much better opponent than NIU. So I guess they're on track to win the championship, if we think about it that way.
Yeah.
But that was last week. Congratulations, Jaxon, on taking the early lead. But now we're picking NFL games. It's just getting
I'm
real.
like, we do it every year where I start hot for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it abysmals and you guys destroy me. So I'm not excited about it yet.
Here she
But
comes. But
here she
we do
comes.
have two good college games. Not a lot of good college this week, too. I think mostly with week one of the NFL, they probably plan around that. And so they don't like to, share screen time. But there are a few sneaky good matchups in here. So we're covering the Kansas Missouri game and the Michigan Oklahoma game. So starting with Kansas at Missouri, two undefeated teams. Kansas with the week 0 matchup, they're 2-0. Dominant in their two wins, 31-7 against Fresno State, 46-7 against Wagner. Missouri, being the Missouri that we all know, they beat Central Arkansas 61-6 in their one game. So we've got two just complete butt fuckings from these two teams, for lack of a better word. And now they get to face some real opponents for the first time come week 2. I think this can be a defensive matchup. If you just look at the scores that their opponents had, like neither team had more than a touchdown on any of the 3 games that have happened. Their offenses have not seen any real opposition, and now they're going up against these defenses that have proven to hold down offenses. The over-under's at 50.5. I think that's a pretty high number. I like the under on this Kansas-Missouri game. I like it a lot. But, Missouri favored at -6.5. This is just based on the quality of win, I think. I mean, Missouri had about double the points that Kansas had in either of their 2 wins. And Missouri last year was way better. Fucking Kansas was 5-7 last year, and Missouri was 10-3, like playoff conversation. But they're in one of those tough ass divisions, so they end up mid, but they're actually good. So I mean, this one's kind of a no-brainer. Missouri, I don't want to think too hard about it. Kansas has kind of a sexy defense, makes you think twice. They're 2-0. They got those big wins. It's tricky, but no, Missouri.
I like it. I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I mean, like I'm not gonna piggyback too much of what you said, but I mean, Ahmed Hardy too. He had 10 yards. He carried 10 carries, 100 yards, one tutty. So, yeah, I haven't seen too much. Even when I watched Kansas last year, I wasn't too impressed. So, I'm thinking I'm even gonna give a score. I'm thinking it's gonna be Missouri 28, Kansas 14. Bo
I
is
like
gonna
it,
get it done. Same with Marquise Johnson. I think those 3 are gonna have a day.
and that's an under
So
hit. That huge
that is an
whopping
underhit.
over under.
What you got, Kev?
You know, I'm not very familiar with either of these programs, other than I had a buddy play DB at Kansas, and the Bears drafted Luther Burden. That being said, as soon as we decided on our pre-show that we were going to do this game, something just said Mizzou. It was just predestined. Mizzou, lock of the week. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Mizzou.
Yeah,
Missouri's all. I
I
like it.
I
I
can maybe
mean,
lock of the week this one.
mm,
We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
We'll see. But
Going off my intuition, baby.
I mean, but the next
So
college
using
game.
dark magics to select Missouri this week.
No, I'm not the Chiefs.
Okay, put your sparkling water down, you sissy. But the next college game.
Ooh, you got it.
Oh, got
Yeah,
his
yeah.
ass.
Next college game, Kansas, Missouri. Pick Missouri. Don't think about it too hard.
Don't think about it too much.
Defensive though, defensive. I
Is
will
there?
say
It's.
that.
I mean,
I
we'll
might
see.
take the over on that. Just fuck around and find out.
Fuck you, dude. This is
This
an
guy.
under hit, bro. I'm telling you.
I do know.
All right, Michigan, Oklahoma. You're so
Michigan,
eager.
Oklahoma.
This is a
Dude,
good
because
one. This is
this
a
is a
good one.
very good one.
Mm.
18 versus 15, bro. And I really like the Oklahoma quarterback. I don't know how to say his last name. Matier. He's transferred out of Washington State. He had 30 for 37, 3 TDs and a pick. And he had 392 yards. And Michigan's got this freshman quarterback, Bryce Underwood. I mean, he still had a pretty decent. I mean, it was a pretty good game, 21-31 and a TD, but it was also all their warm up. I'm not seeing much on the Michigan hype this year, and I mean, also Oklahoma's actually favored in this game, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I
Where's
like
it at?
Oklahoma.
It's at
It's in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, 5:30 on ABC. But dude, I like Oklahoma in this game a lot. I think it's gonna low key. I think it's gonna be kind of a shootout. I don't think it's gonna be much of a defensive game, but I like it. Let's go because Michigan they do only really have a heavy run with Haynes. I mean, he had 16 carries and 3 touchdowns last week. So I don't think they're gonna have much in Oklahoma's front. So I'm gonna call. Let's do 21-10 Oklahoma. I like it.
Damn.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
10
What you
points for
got?
Michigan.
We're gonna see, bro.
You know, this one is really hard for me. Oklahoma had a real nice week 1 win against Illinois State. Just whooped them up. Um, but they allowed Illinois State 117 rushing yards. Michigan allowed New Mexico 217 passing yards. Michigan likes to run the ball. Oklahoma likes to throw the ball. I don't believe in defense in this game because the strengths of these two offense is the weaknesses of these two defenses. That being said, I don't see Oklahoma being as favored as they are. I think it's a little more 50-50. I love Michigan on this 5.5 point spread. I will take that spread all day. And this is a risky one, especially since I'm already down in the picks, but I'm taking Michigan this week.
Oh,
A little bit of an upset. I mean, they're ranked higher. They're in the tougher division. They're a tougher historical team. Both teams pretty good historically, obviously. But yeah, I think Michigan just busted out with some solid run game. I think that Oklahoma pass game was a little inflated with their Illinois State matchup last week. Give me Michigan. It's another tight one. We only do tight games on this show, except our NFL games. We get some Bears games that we do and shit.
yeah, it's pretty fucking sad. I know. Hate to bore you guys,
Same
but
with the
shit.
Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos can be the same story any given week. Not this year. Not this fucking year.
And
Anyways,
we do support the LGBTQ by having a Chiefs fan on.
Hey, and that's fucking fine. And that
yeah,
is totally fine.
the Broncos took a fine for not posting. It was like
Really?
it's,
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
an interesting. Yeah, we don't need to get too political though.
Let's
I'm
not
scared of
get
this conversation.
let's not get banned from platforms before we're on
All
platforms.
right, keep it
The
chill.
jabronis love everyone. We pay our taxes. We're patriotic
Damn.
Americans. No humans illegal. All right, keep us platformed. YouTube, don't shut us down. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I pay my taxes. I do.
What you got, Kip? What you got for this game?
Tie-
Michigan, Oklahoma.
Tiebreaker. I know you like
Tiebreaker.
Michigan.
Yeah.
I know you like
I
Michigan.
got 3 words. I have 3 words. Boomer fucking Sooner.
Damn it.
Shout out my man Uncle James for that.
Damn it.
Mm,
Not many will get it, but shout out Uncle James for that.
hell yeah. Another 2-1.
We'll
I like
see.
it.
We'll
I
see.
like it.
College ain't my forte.
College is my forte.
But I mean, Michigan, that's a tight matchup.
It's gonna that game is going to be fun to watch. I'm actually way excited for that game.
Yeah, me too.
So,
That'll be a good Saturday. Get the
oh
popcorn
yeah.
out, crack
But
open
then
Yeah, that's
Keystone,
Keystone.
that's the
Ooh.
pick I'm most nervous about right now.
cut your sleeves off. The Michigan game?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's because it's that or Kansas and Missouri.
Yeah,
Pick between the two.
that's a pretty easy one. But let's talk
But
about the NFL. It's finally
week
here.
1.
Week 1 of the NFL. We've covered our recap. We've covered our college picks this week. We can finally talk about professional football.
Oh, it is America's sport, boys. It is week fucking 1. And what are we
Yes.
starting off this week? Huh? What's the first game we're starting off with week 1, Ethan?
Your game. It's your game.
The Chiefs versus Chargers in Brazil. Friday night. This is always going to be a close game, though. We cannot. I'm not going to bullshit and jump around the bush. Chiefs are going to come out hot. No. Every time we play the Chargers, it's always a
You
3-point.
just chuck
Shut
your
up.
pen across the room, dude.
Yeah, I did.
That was
Shut up.
amazing.
Yes, I did. But anytime the Chiefs play the Chargers, it's always a one-score game. And a little keynote, it's a little bit different, going to be in week 1. Our rookie Jalen Royals is out in injury. Rashee Rice is suspended 6 games. So, Hollywood Browns really got to step it up with Xavier Worthy, and we're going to have to really see if Travis Kelce can fucking play this year. And the thing is, what's nice, though, is Mahomes seems to always have a good game against the Chargers. He averages 270 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. So, and in Kelsey's career, he's got 112 catches, 1,400 yards, and 9 TDs, and he gets about 12 yards a catch. So he normally plays pretty goddamn well. But on the Chargers side, they're looking a little bit different. I mean, they're more developed with Jim Harbaugh. They got the rookie out of Tulane. Najee just got cleared, even though he got shot in the eyeball with a firework. So, I mean, they're going to be splitting carries. Then they got Lad McConkey, dude. Is it his second year this year out of Georgia?
Yeah.
He's scary. He's
Yeah,
going to be a big
second year.
target for Herbert. Sorry, not Herbert. Herbert. And then Quentin Johnson, I mean, he's their big guy. He's kind of like their new Mikey Williams. Big guy at TCU. He was there. He is playing, even though he got killed on concussion protocol in the preseason. But the big question is, and of course I'm going to take the Chiefs winning 24-21. And the thing is, though, the Chargers have a 7-game losing streak against the Chiefs right now. So is Herbert going to really break that ice and finally get that streak out? Or is he going to be kind of played by the game? Mahomes is going to have a good first week. I don't think he gets 270 and 2 tutties. I've said this every year, the Chiefs start fucking slow. So I really think we need to establish Pacheco. And I know we signed Clyde Edwards-Helaire back, but that's besides the point. Guys, a bum. 24-21 in Brazil, Friday night. What you got, E? Because I know damn well I already know who you're going to pick. So let's hear it.
Who do you think I'm going to pick, actually?
Chargers.
I'm
I think
not.
it is.
I hate the Chargers more than any other fucking team in the NFL. Did you know
Really?
that?
Over the ring?
I
No, I
fucking
did not.
hate the Chargers, dude. Fucking
What?
pussies. I just do, dude. Just like the fucking little pansy ass, like the corner canyon of the NFL. Like, fuck them. Literally.
They have to win to
Same
be able to beat
same
them. Okay.
mascot. Yeah, but just bear with me, because I fucking hate the Chargers. I think the Chiefs' easy wrap-up week 1. This game being in Brazil doesn't impact anything to me. It's just a fun week in Brazil for the lads. They're going to go play on the beach, get some big booty women, and hang out. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if this was in LA, I mean, that's the worst home venue in the NFL. And if it was in Arrowhead, obviously the Chiefs would have little advantage there. But it's in Brazil. Ooh, holy shit. But yeah, like you said, that 7 game losing streak, I don't think they're going to break that week 1 against the Chiefs. The Chargers defense is literally Derwin James, Khalil Mack, and no one else. So they're going to have to deal with that. And yeah, Rashee Rice is out, which is going to hurt, but they still got Juju. They still got Xavier Worthy. They still got Travis Kelsey, who's, decent. So I still think the Chiefs just squeeze this one out, and yeah, it's going to be close because it's always close. And the Chargers like to be in close games, but still lose anyways. So, give me the Chiefs. I don't, because it's a week 1 game. I feel like there's going to be some scoring. Like normally, I'd say this is a low scoring game, like 14-17. But since it's a week 1 out of town game, I'm thinking like Chiefs 28, Chargers 21.
Close to mine. Close to mine. Just a touchdown instead of a field goal. What you got, Kev? Let's see if you're gonna put this in as a lock of the week.
No, I still like
So
Missouri way better than Kansas City.
Well, it's college and there's
I have a
NFL.
couple of
A
questions
lock is a
about this.
lock.
First of all, they're going to develop into a shit show like Brazil did last year, where there were concerns about player safety and where the field condition was so shitty people were getting injured, as well as will travel fatigue play a factor? I'm very interested to see what happens because I think that can sway the game a lot. I know you two don't think it will, but
Never said that.
if you look at like the European NFL games, usually whatever team's in town longer getting their shit together first ends up winning the game.
There's no time zone
So I'm
change
curious.
really. I mean, it's like a regular matchup time zone wise because I think that's what mostly fucks people up in Europe. If I'm not mistaken, is that it's like 12 hours. Like, dude, we're in the same time zones going south, you know?
Oh yeah, that's fair then.
I forgot about the shitty
But
field.
mostly it's just
They were fucking getting
yeah.
eaten by the turf monster last time they did this.
Oh yeah. Lots of people kept getting hurt last year for Philly and Green Bay.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a
Dude,
good
But
one.
when I'm even
I
looking,
digress.
What are you looking at,
I
Jamie?
digress. What I come back to is
go ahead. Then this will key into what I'm gonna say. So go right ahead.
the Chargers. Forget about what's his name coming back from concussion protocol. Quentin
Quentin
Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah, fuck him. He's got bricks for hands. What you failed to mention was Keenan Allen came back in the fold. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, they lost Josh Palmer to the Bills. Keenan Allen coming in will help, especially with Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
So I think it will. That offense will put up some points, but to Ethan's argument, they really don't have much going their way on defense. I think it will be a close one. I like your score, but I got to be original, so I'm going to go 28-24 Chiefs.
All right. So yeah, we're all thinking the same way, but I mean, this one isn't lock in a lock in my opinion. I mean, it's gonna be tight, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers squeezed it out. I
I
just like the
mean,
Chiefs more.
yeah, the Chargers got there this morning, but the Chiefs get there tomorrow morning. So we'll see. I mean,
Ooh.
we'll see. Best, yeah. Like we said, fuck Chargers. So
Will we see more Americans body slamming pickpockets in Brazil? What's the over under set on that?
what? What?
Didn't somebody
You
like
not
got in
been
a
seeing
fight
this all
or
over here?
like what was it that you're talking about?
So during the Paris Olympics, pickpockets were trying to go after Americans in Paris and were getting like body slammed and beat to shit.
That'll do it.
So
Oh.
I'm curious what it's going to look like in Brazil this week.
Shit.
No, I doubt they even mingle with like the Brazilian common folk. They're just gonna be in like some sandals resort and go to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brazil game. Whoa, grow the sport. We're gonna get some
Oh,
nice kickers, and like 20 years from now, all these kids watching the. Is that a bad joke?
Hey, the Bears kickers from Brazil.
Yeah,
Cairo Santos,
exactly,
Bears
dude.
kickers
We're
from
gonna have a
Brazil.
whole fucking league of Cairo Santos someday because of this game. Because Brazil franchising. I love
Do you
it.
want a cookie? God. Next.
Next
Next
up,
game.
Titans Broncos. I'd love to talk about this game. This is gonna be a
Okay,
great
buddy.
little week one tune-up for the Broncos against a shitty ass Titans team. I mean,
Whoa.
Cam Ward might hit as the next rookie quarterback. That's amazing in Tennessee with God knows who's the head coach over there, and Calvin Ridley at wide receiver one.
Brian Callahan.
Yeah, I mean, whoever. Their defense is low key a little nice. They went into the waiver pool this offseason. They got Xavier Woods, L'Jarius Sneed, Cody Barton off of my team. He stepped in for Alex Singleton all year, and obviously the
Utah
Broncos.
alumni.
Yeah, the Broncos were nice as shit last year with him at middle linebacker. He was averaging like 10 tackles a game. So this Titans defense is nice, and needless to say, the Broncos defense is nice. So which one of these two offenses is going to be able to get rolling a little better? Rookie quarterback Cam Ward with wash-up wide receivers and Tony Pollard taking the helm. As much as I mean, I don't even want to say I want to give them any props. They're just gonna suck. They're gonna suck, and it's not gonna be close. Their defense will kind of keep them in the game a little bit. I like the under. Broncos unders tend to hit. Is set at 42.5. That's a pretty damn low under. That's because it's probably going to be a low scoring game. The defense is the biggest factor, and the offense has to step up big time. They didn't impress me in the preseason with the couple snaps that we had our starters out. Bo Nix made some good plays, but I mean against backups and only after getting like hella pressured. Like we didn't see any kind of domination out of our offense. And there's still a lot of question marks with this receiving room. So it'll be interesting. But key to success week one against Tennessee is run the football. We know that the sky in Tennessee, L'Jarius Sneed, Xavier Woods, we don't want to go making Bo Nix do some tough throws. And we got these shiny new running backs that we spent all offseason deciding who's going to be who. Let's run the damn ball against Tennessee. Let's just make it easy. Let's kick some fucking field goals. 7.5 point spread is a tough one. I don't know about the spread for Denver in this one. We tend to just win by field goals or a few points. Not that like I want to see Denver come out and get, especially against what was the worst team last year. We should just come out like 40-0, right? But I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the spread. I do like Denver winning. I think my offensive line deserves a little more love. I haven't shouted them out too much this year yet. Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, Luke Wattenberg, Quinn Meinerz, Mike McGlinchey. Those are 5 offensive lines. Those are names you can recognize. How often can you recognize even one name on the fucking offensive line? All 5 guys on Denver's offensive line could be all pro guys. No joke. This run game is going to be legit. We just need RJ Harvey to hit. We just need J.K. Dobbins to keep doing what he did last year. This run game should get us through this early season. Bo Nix will heat up. Wide receivers will establish themselves. Sutton will do what Sutton does. Good old Cortland making those crazy sideline catches. Pat Bryant looks pretty good. Troy Franklin is developing into something nice. He had that game with 2 touchdowns in the preseason. So, a lot of excitement. And in this 1 p.m. matchup against the Titans, it's not even a what's it called, primetime game. So I think this is a tune-up. This is the definition of a tune-up, if you ask me. Give me the Broncos. If I really have to score it, let's go Broncos 24, Titans 16. Titans 16.
That's a tight score for a tune-up game, no?
It's a tune-up. The offense needs
I
to tune
mean,
the fuck up. The defense is going to smother him.
yeah. I mean, I agree with what you said. They need to establish a run game because, I mean, it's going to be Cortland Sutton against Ladarius Sneed, and Ladarius Sneed is a dog. I mean,
He's scored on him plenty of times.
well, I mean, I don't. I think you're just talking shit. But I don't see Cam Ward getting much to the air at all, and I don't think Tony Pollard's going to be able to run the rock with Benito and that whole front line you guys got. I just think you guys are going to dominate him on the front. Let me keep the short and sweet. I'm taking the Broncos all goddamn day. I'm calling. I don't think it's going to be very close. I think Cam Ward maybe throws a pick, maybe two.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, let's go Broncos. I'm like 31 to 17. 31-17 Broncos. Shattering good old number one overall pick Cam Ward's little heart. So Brian Callahan could go his fat ass back to Tennessee. What you got, Kev?
So first of all, Brian Callahan's not fat. He kicked the shit out of you 6 ways to Sunday. Secondly, I think the Titans will hang in for the first half. I think you go into halftime with a score of, let's say, 14-10. I think the Broncos end up going away with it in the second half and winning 31-16.
Damn. All right, y'all like that spread. It's a scary spread. 7.5. The Broncos don't tend to win by that much. We should, though.
I mean, shit. And you guys got Evan Ingram, dude, like the Broncos. You guys have a pretty. I mean, outside the wide receiver room's not. I mean, they have good names, but they're not like veteran outside of Cortland Sutton. Like everyone knows Marvin Mims, but I mean, like Troy Franklin's second year guy. He's not very big, but he's fast. I mean, we'll see.
It should hit. They're all developing quite nicely, but yeah, then when you get out in a live situation, what are they gonna fucking do? And we'll see. And Pat Bryant is not one to leave out. He's a rookie this year, and he's wide receiver
Illinois.
4. Yeah, he's a dog. He's wide receiver 4. I imagine he takes Troy Franklin's spot somewhere through the season, perhaps even starts approaching the other two guys. I mean, I don't want to talk about Sutton not being number one, but he's not that fucking good. And if Pat Bryant could actually show up like that, I'd be all for it. So that'd be cool. But yeah, Broncos beat the Titans. That's an easy pick. I think if we're going to make any other lock of the week outside of Missouri, it would be Broncos.
I agree. I mean, let's stamp it in right now. Unless we want to wait for the Bears game. I mean,
no, dude, Kevin's gonna pick the Bears.
no.
Yeah,
All right, I'll take a free game over you morons.
Oh shit! Oh shit! This will be good.
There we go.
That's how we wrap up the episode. That's a Monday night game, so we'll be covering that in a little bit. But next, Lions at Packers. Another Week 1 banger. This should be good.
This one is a banger, dude. This game is fucking going.
I mean, I think the first thing you mentioned is Micah Parsons just hopped in the Packers. I think the second thing you mentioned is the Lions just barely got a new OC and a new DC. I don't think that's going to be
starting center halfway through camp.
It's not Glasgow anymore?
No, he retired halfway through camp. Now it's
what
my
the
boy
fuck?
out of Georgia, Tate Ratledge.
Oh
we'll
shit,
see if the
dude.
mullet mustache combo can get it done.
Dude, that shakes things up. I didn't know there's. Whoa. Shit. I mean, their defense is healthy, which is huge. That's why they were Super Bowl favorite all last year, and then their defense got completely injured, and they ended up losing to the rookie sensation because it was all walk-in touchdowns. So, yeah, the Lions' end of the season wasn't what it should have been if they had their actual roster, which is who they're going to have. They're going to have Aiden Hutchinson, big name. That's their Micah Parsons. So it'll be interesting to see. The Packers obviously have also been gearing up. This Matthew Golden kid, everyone's hyping up, has jumped to wide receiver one on their roster. And it's like, weren't your previous three guys like really fucking good, but a rookie's stepping in? So I guess he's gonna be
No,
something.
the previous receivers weren't really good. That was
Well,
the whole problem.
They're
Chris
The
Watson's
previous
out. That's
receivers
why.
were like solid. Jaden Reed's the best of the group. Then you have Christian Watson, who, when he's healthy, will catch some shit.
He's out this week,
But
by the way.
being
He's out too.
healthy is just to my point. That proves my point even more.
Yeah.
Man's never healthy.
and Romeo
On top of that,
Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs is maybe good for 2 solid catches a game.
He don't care to be there
And
though. He a drama queen, bro. He does not care to be in Green Bay.
Tucker Kraft. He's an up and coming tight
Tucker
end.
Kraft's good.
Him and Luke
Josh
Musgrave,
Jacobs.
dude. It's
Yeah. They
they
have
do
good
that.
tight ends. They have good tight ends, good running back room. I think Matthew Golden will be good.
Dude, but
But
their
we'll see what he
defense.
does.
I mean, we'll get into it. Get into it, Kev. Let's see what you got.
Because they did lose Jair. Was another big thing to mention, and now their
Yeah, but
secondary.
he's another one who wasn't healthy. He didn't really play
He
much
didn't
last year.
play. He only played like 3 games last year, I think.
3?
Yeah, and even then,
He didn't play
he
shit
didn't
last
play
year.
a game. Yeah, and he didn't play a game against Buffalo because he threw a bitch fit over his helmet or something. So he got benched. But yeah, he's never healthy, and he's got a fucking attitude issue. But
Yeah.
also, yes, they now have Micah Parsons and they have Rashawn Gary on the other side of them, but they gave up the main cog on the inside of their run defense.
Kenny
Kenny
Clark.
Clark.
Bro, he had the
They're not
worst
very.
season last year. He was ass.
Yeah, but overall, he's been
Yeah.
one of the best run stoppers in the league for a very long time.
I mean, dude, I think they fleeced that trade, dude. I think they got him right on his decline because he had one of the worst years. He wasn't really help. I mean, I forgot all the numbers because I just saw when they traded him. I looked up his stats. They were not good at all. Like I was like, that's who they gave up in 2 first rounders. Like shit, Jerry
Uh,
Jones needs to.
It's a
Like
good
stop.
trade, but it's like, does it address the actual team needs, or is it just like, wow, really cool player joining the squad? Because
And
like
the
that's
only
kind of
and
what the
the
Packers be
Well,
doing. Like,
well, in the Packer, I
well,
think the
it's
only
also
reason. Go ahead.
the Packers made a win now mode when they're not ready to win now. They still need pieces. You still need a legit number one receiver. You still need to revamp pieces of that O line.
I mean,
There's other needs on defense. You solidify the middle of that defensive front. That linebacking core can get better. They're gonna be cap strapped for like
yeah.
the next 6 years, and they don't have first round picks for the next 2 years. So
Elton
unless
Jenkins and Rashawn
so
Watson.
they have to win a fucking Super Bowl within the next 4 years. Or else this move was pointless.
See them winning it in
Like
4 years.
Khalil Mack for the Bears. It's like, again, this isn't me just saying it because I'm a Bears fan. It's like Khalil Mack. We made that move. We thought we were ready for that move, but instead we just fucked ourselves for 4 years. The Packers could potentially be doing the same thing, especially Micah Parsons relies a lot on speed in his first step get off. The Eagles figured him out 2 years ago when they realized if you RPO him, he has no clue what the fuck's going on and it slows him down. 2 years ago, the Bears played them in Dallas. with the worst offensive line in the league. You know how many sacks he had? Because they just ran RPO the whole fucking game with Justin Fields. The worst offense in the league didn't give up a sack to him.
Well, his whole team fell
Also,
off. He's been the Dallas, like losing Lawrence Taylor, losing everything that Dallas had previous. Because when Micah Parsons was in Micah Parsons form, that was when the rest of the defense was good too. And now they're just all dog shit. So I think his game will take a step up, but I do
oh,
like
it
your
will.
point on salary. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot, and it's not the move that really puts your roster over the edge. It gives you a really good guy here, but it kind of opens up another hole here, which leaves your team vulnerable. And you just need an all-around solid team to make it through the gauntlet of the season. And I mean, bringing in one
Especially in
edge.
that.
We talked about this 2 weeks ago. We said whoever gets Micah Parsons is a fool. Like whoever's going to desperately pay that money off their salary, that's not a good choice. And I mean, it's just like Ezekiel Elliott. Why did all these guys come out of Dallas? I wondered. But when running backs were supposed to get contracts, when Zeke set that standard, and then it shot them in the foot. Now we're looking at middle linebackers slash edge. I mean, he's not even that big. He's not really an edge. He's a linebacker. He kind of, like Kevin said, like once you figure out if you just kind of body him up, what's he gonna do? So
Especially
it's
look at
cool. It's really cool. Like Michael Parsons on the Packers. Everyone's gonna have really fun posters in their bedrooms, but I don't think it's the smartest move.
that's what I was originally when that trade went through. I was so pissed, but then I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, yeah, this really isn't like this doesn't put them in contention for a Super Bowl.
No, it helps the
It,
defense. It
oh,
improves
they'll be really good this year, but they're not going to the Super Bowl.
exactly, and it's chestnut
We're
checkers.
running exactly, and look at the offenses they have to face this year. Ben Johnson coming over to Chicago, who put 60 on them in Detroit. Then you
In
got
Detroit.
Okay, this all being
yes,
said,
and he's
this
got
game
March. Right.
this week,
Bottom line, yeah,
what's gonna happen? I'm taking the Lions. It's a tight one.
big in the
It's
Lions.
an over, but I'm taking the Lions.
I'll take
32
the
to
Lions.
27. Sorry, I just
What do you got,
fucking
Kev?
shoved it in there, but there you go.
What do you got, Kev?
Lions.
30-27 Lions. What do you got, Kev?
I also see this being a shootout.
Oh, it's gonna be a
I'm
nightmare.
going 35-31 Lions. Little field goal action in there. A little love for the kickers.
Dude, I don't know with this game because
Oh,
yeah,
he's
it's
taking Green Bay.
we'll see. Because when I think about it, yes, they got Mike Parsons, they got rid of Kenny Clark. They still have Xavier McKinney, and they have Quay Walker, Rashad Gary. The D tackles with Colby Wooden and Devin Wyatt, those guys don't have any stats outside of them. I couldn't find any going into the pre-show. But Xavier McKinney is a fucking hawk on the field. He had a pick a game last year. I mean, and their corner. I mean, yeah, Jair didn't really play last year, so that's not really much of a loss. I mean, they still got Keyshawn Nixon. I mean, we'll see with their other strong safety, Evan Williams. But I just don't know with Sonic and Knuckles, David Montgomery, and Jameer Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs is going to have a big year. Oh, do I do it? And this one's in Green Bay. Doesn't
Yeah.
really matter because last
Yeah,
year,
home
Green
field
Bay.
advantage. Go ahead, pick them. Just
Last
count,
year,
double check.
this count. I hate you. I hate you so much.
Come on, just pick the Lions.
Oh,
Just be smart. You know
no.
Jay Goff is going to come to town with his two running backs, wrecking balls,
Thing is, the
Sonic and
morale with
Knuckles.
Aiden Hutchinson back is like, oh.
That whole defense is back. That O line is dominant as fuck.
And
And Laporte is a really good blocking tight end.
it's hard because
And
we
catching.
didn't. And Mike Parsons might have to
Oh
take
yeah.
fucking. He has some
He does it
back-to-back
all.
shit. Fuck it, dude.
Take the Packers. Take the Packers. You like them. They have
I'm
Micah
taking the
Parsons.
Packers. Dude. No, I'm taking the Packers just for the fact it's in Lambeau. I think they have that little salt in the fucking wound, or in their wound of last year when Amon Ra went nuts, got beer poured on them, and they got their ass kicked. So I think it's gonna be I still think it's gonna be a tight fucking game though. I think it's gonna come down to a game-winning field goal from Brandon McManus.
Oh, I do
I'm
like
gonna
that kicker.
say. I'm gonna say. It's kind of a 31-28.
Pack.
Pack, go, Pack, go. I'm never saying that ever again.
I
That's
like
Gross.
it.
so gross.
I pressured you into making a bad pick. I'm so happy.
You, the one that went
The
literally
Packers are
2 to
favored.
4.
Yeah, I know.
Are they really?
I know.
I didn't think they'd be favored.
Yeah, minus 2.5. Home field
I,
advantage. You know, the old 50-50 Vegas spread that we all love.
I'm
I
probably
like the
gonna.
Lions, man. I
We'll
like the
see.
Lions. They lost their OC, their DC. I think that's a big reason that people aren't liking the Lions as much, but I think that's the same
Their
team.
offensive assistant coach, their defensive assistant coach.
Still, dude,
Yeah.
they got Dan Campbell's the only one left. So
Well,
They
they
pretty
hired
much
damn.
up. Those
Yeah.
they're new. They hired from within, right? This guy John Morton, he used
Mhm.
to. I mean, he was at Denver for a while, but he was at the Lions previously, and then Kelvin Shepard was a linebacker coach, and now he's the DC. So, yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I don't think it impacts how good the team. I mean, it has to impact them, but
I was gonna say you'd be very surprised when Vic Fangio went from Chicago to Denver. Our defense took a huge step back. Play call makes a huge difference.
you still like the
You can have a
Lions.
really nice. You can have really nice ingredients, but if you don't know how to cook it, the food will taste like shit.
I like that metaphor, but what makes you like the Lions, Kevin?
I think it all stems from Dan Campbell and the culture he's built and what he's instilled in those players. And from watching what Ben Johnson's doing in Chicago, he's not like a micromanager. The way he runs his offense and the way he ran in Detroit is a lot of it is he makes his players make the decisions. So I think Detroit's offense will just be on autopilot doing what they've done the last couple of years.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jared Goff is an excellent quarterback, still underrated through all he's been through. I mean, never in my lifetime have I seen a dude just complete every single pass in multiple games in a season. And he just casually did that. And people still put him outside the top 10,
It is,
which
yeah.
I don't know. The whole top 10 quarterback debate is always a fun one. But
Yeah.
Ravens Bills, another tight fucking game. This one's just as hard to call, probably a little bit harder. I like the Lions. I didn't have to think about that one too much. This Ravens Bills one, this one's tight. This is probably toss up of the week. Um, Obviously, the conclusion of last year was Mark Andrews dropping that easy fucking catch that the Ravens would have scored and won the game, but he dropped it, so they lost the game. And that's the difference between the Ravens going to the AFC Championship and the Bills going to the AFC Championship. And that could have very well changed who fucking won the Super Bowl. I mean, or at least who was in the Super Bowl. There's a lot of different, all down to one fucking little fingertip can't secure the ball. Mark Andrews, who's supposedly like one of the best tight ends, I don't believe it anymore. Even this year in fantasy, he's supposed to be the top tight. He's like top 5 at least in fantasy. It's like, no, dude, I don't buy it for a second.
Bro, Isaiah Likely is a better tight end
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah,
wise.
likely does better than Mark
Likely
Andrews.
gets picked up more than Mark Andrews ever does. And I even did that last year. And I guarantee you, Isaiah Likely's gonna have a touchdown this week. I'll call it right now. I
He's
guarantee you
he's
he has one.
questionable this week to play. So
Okay, if he plays, he gets one. But
this should be a good game. I mean, obviously, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, the two best quarterbacks that never seem to get it done. But like the MVP contest is between these two guys last year, and the game that they had seemed like it was destined all year to take place. And now it's happening again week 1. And it's a hard pick for me. Aspect that really puts the Bills at a disadvantage for me is their wide receiver situation. Losing Amari Cooper, who, I mean, he wasn't that good, but that was their wide receiver one. Now they're moving on to Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, and Curtis Samuel, which neither of
and
those three
Joshua Palmer.
guys. Oh, yeah, Palmer's there too. Yeah, whatever. I mean, none of those guys really get it done for me. Knox and Kincaid are two solid tight ends, but neither of them really are something to write home about either. And it all just comes down to Josh Allen wheeling and dealing because he's really fucking good. But the Ravens, they've been gearing up. As much as the Ravens have been gearing up in previous years, they just continue to do it. They pulled in Jair. We'll see how that turns out if he plays more than 3 games. Hey,
Well,
he's playing this week, so he's going to have an impact this week. And you don't want to talk about how shitty the wide receivers are in Buffalo and then talk about an all-pro cornerback joining the Ravens. I'm starting to lean on Baltimore in this one. We also have Derrick Henry. That's a factor. I mean, James Cook is good as fuck. So running back comparison, both running backs can get it done, but obviously Derrick Henry is the guy you choose. The Bills defense is pretty good. The Ravens, these are just good fucking teams. It's a toss up. By all means, it's a toss up. I like the Ravens. Wide receiver wise, they're obviously a little better. Zay Flowers, Bateman, he's got his tight ends. Lamar can run the ball.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah, D
they
Hop.
need to-
Yeah, they brought in D Hop. I mean, we'll see if that is impactful at all. He kind of let the Chiefs down last year, so we'll see. I mean, he helped. He helped until the Super Bowl, and then he really fucking didn't help. But I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens because of the things I said. The wide receivers and the slightly upgraded defense for Baltimore. I just think they have a little bit of an edge. They have that revenge game too, because last season ended from like the game that they should have won that they lost off a dropped catch. That's something they've been thinking about all year. So this is a big game to Baltimore, as opposed to Buffalo. They just kind of squeaked by a lucky win. Now they're going, oh shit, we have to play them again. Like, oh shit, we got lucky last time, and now we got to actually beat them this time. And the Bills are good. They're not sitting there fucking pissing their pants. But I think that's the mentality going into this. The Ravens are out for blood, and the Bills are like, let's try and go 1-0, please. What do you guys think? Bills, Ravens. It's a tough one to take a stab at.
Dude, I'm torn because the only thing, because honestly, I don't buy the hype in Zay Flowers, D Hop, Jair. They're kind of doing what we've talked about in the past, where it's like everyone's going for those veteran players, like the Rams did, and it's kind of biting. I don't know. I think the only big kicker between this game is Derrick Henry. I think that is the only one that really keeps this game in debate. I feel like if they didn't have Derrick Henry, I don't feel like it'd be that crazy of a matchup. Because I mean Lamar can do a lot, especially when he runs the ball, but Zay Flowers has never really produced crazy amounts. Rashad Bateman's really his big number one target, in my opinion. I feel like Bateman balls out. Same with Isaiah Likely.
If Flowers is good, you seem to have like a vendetta against Zay
Dude,
Flowers.
every time I've had him in fantasy, he never produces for shit. Like, ever. He has, like, I just don't buy it. I don't think he's that vital to that offense. I don't know if it's just because he's their number one. It's just he's that locked down that much, or Lamar misses. I don't know. But the Bills defense, or the Bills, they're not that crazy. I mean, They got Keon. They did add Joey Bosa this year. Not that, out of LA, he's older, whatever, but it's big. He's a replacement for Von Miller. So, and they still got Ed Oliver. They got Matt Milano. They got Tre'Davious White. They benched Damar Hamlin and put in their second round pick last year, alumni Cole Bishop, which he flies around and he knows how to hit too. When it came in our 5-7 Utah season, he was the last guy that they always had to beat, and they never could get past him. He'd always fill the gap. So I think with them playing him and that strong safety, I think that's a pretty good call. They still have Taylor Rapp on the other side of that. So, and Daquan Jones, yes. I think the wide receiver room is a little scary. Joshua Palmer, Shakir. Keon Coleman is the big question mark because he's supposed to be good. He's big, and he's had a breakout game. But Shakir is more of their, number one out of Boise State. But they also have Gabe Davis back. And when Gabe Davis was in Buffalo, he lit up the field
That
with,
one game, one
he
time.
had two. He had, three. Either way. I'd say the morale behind that team and Sean McDermott is a lot higher. And in Buffalo, it's just hard to win in Buffalo. I just don't know with Derrick Henry. But I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm honestly probably going to take the Bills in this one.
Ooh.
I like the Bills in this one. I think it is going to be a shootout. Actually, no, I'm not even going to think it's a shootout. I think it's going to come
What
close,
are you
tight
gonna
game.
think?
I don't know. This game is so hard. These last two make my brain spin. I'm calling 14-21 Bills. Sign
Okay.
off, stamp, send it to Sean McDermott myself, and hire me on. What you got, Kev? Big AFC matchup.
I want to give it to the Bills because it's such a toss up, at least to the home team.
That's it? That's all you
But
got? Okay.
He's deep in thought. Look at him.
but when I look at that Baltimore secondary, I'm not talking about Jair Alexander. I'm talking about the
Kyle
fourth year
Hamilton.
Notre Dame man. Yes, Kyle Hamilton,
Just got his
Malachi
extension.
Starks, who they just drafted out of Georgia. They have some boys back there. They have Roquan Smith at the linebacker position. They have some nice heat on
Matabawiki,
that team.
that dude. Matabawiki is
Oh yeah,
I don't know what it is. He's good as
oh
fuck.
yeah. And I just feel like the Ravens are going to get done here week one. So I'm going to give it to the Ravens. I'm going to go
Yes, look at that. Jaxon sucks ass.
20, 28-24 Ravens.
You just pulled a Lee Corso, homie. I thought you were going to go Bills there for a minute.
You really said Bills in the beginning of what you're.
Yeah, dude. I really thought he was going to pull. You just pulled a Lee Corso. Fuck you.
He should have
Hold on.
known by the look on his face he wasn't done.
Dude, I can't
He's
tell.
got
He's
a
been
feeling. I've got the same feeling about Baltimore this week, dude. I just think they're gonna get it done. I just don't
it's
buy it with Buffalo.
The thing is, dude, the last two games are also, I feel like, comparison of the Texas Ohio State and LSU Clemson. Like
Yeah, this
those
is
are
like the NFL Texas
yeah.
Ohio
I
State game.
think you can't. Any way you pick these two games, I think there's a little bit more leniency with the Bills and Ravens. Packers and Lions. I'm sure a lot of people would honestly go Lions, and without probably a lot of hesitation outside of Packer fans. So, but I don't
Everyone heard
know.
about Micah Parsons. I think that's kind of a big part of why the Packers are so favored.
Hurt though. He's got that back shot. He's got to get like I forgot what shot it's called right before if he needs to. Um, I I think epidural, but that doesn't sound right at all.
They're still kind of a
So
name brand team, the Packers. I think they get favored just by being who they are. They're kind of like the Yankees of the NFL a little bit.
except they're like the youngest team average age 23 years old, especially getting rid of 30-year-old Kenny Clark.
Well, that's another factor, and the Lions are just tough. I mean, the Packers are all there's it's a party, we're so young, and this is fun, and the Lions are like, yo, we've all failed at multiple teams, and we're here to fucking win now. Like Jared Goff ain't fucking around, dude. Jared Goff is not fucking around. Jordan Love is in there like, oh, I threw a touchdown. Jared Goff is like, yo, when's my next offensive drive? When's the next snap? Because I'm ready to throw another one. That's the
Yeah.
difference.
The Lions understand that every mistake they make is another F-150 they have to build in the Ford plant for
They
Dan
know
Campbell.
that it's another date with their mother for
Better.
Dan Campbell.
So bad.
Very highly motivating. No one's scared of Matt LaFleur. But
No,
Dan Campbell, yeah, I'm not fucking with that guy.
Matt LaFleur adds like 2 extra laps in conditioning. He's like, all right, we're running
Yeah.
suicides. Dan Campbell's like, yeah, I'm banging your mom. So yeah, that's you like the Bills, man. You like the Bills. I can't blame you. It's hard.
Dude, I think
All right.
we're gonna see some shaking up. But now we'll let Kev. Let's all
We'll
stand
go with the
back.
most important game of the week.
Blow me.
Monday night.
We have JJ McCarthy making his return to his hometown Chicago. And a lot like his Michigan Wolverines going into Oklahoma, I don't think this road trip goes well for him.
Oh,
First of all, yeah, they brought in Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen's also, 37 years old?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you have Justin Jefferson, but you're going to have JJ on JJ. Jalen Johnson's on track to play. Those two have always battled well. Jalen Johnson is one of the top corners in the league. Those two playing each other twice a year are very familiar with each other. And for Jaxon, yes, Jalen Johnson went to the fake U.
Oh my god! I was hoping you'd say the U, and I'm like, yep, the right U.
But I digress. Also, let's bring up another receiver that won't be playing because he was driving like an asshole, and that is Jordan Addison. I've come to the conclusion that NFL teams could spare themselves so much money, time, and annoyance and lawsuits if they just hired all the players' drivers. 53 drivers, fuck it. Who cares? You have the money to do it. Everyone gets a driver. No one's allowed to own a car,
Facts.
especially if they played at Georgia. Especially if they played at Georgia.
Dude, make them sleep in the stadium like firefighters.
Yeah.
Like, when there's a game, they slide down the
Kansas
pole.
City has a mansion. Kansas City has a mansion built into their fucking stadium. It's wild. For the viewers, go look that up. Even as a Bears fan, I thought that shit was kind of badass.
Dude, fuck
Like a
that. Fuck
5-bedroom
that
mansion.
stadium. That stadium is the reason that we are not tied.
Shut up. You're fine.
All right, back to the main event here.
Okay.
JJ McCarthy's coming in for essentially his first game as a rookie, considering he missed all last year due to injury. Coming on the road into a hostile Chicago on Monday night versus a really good defense under Dennis Allen, who's always got the most of his defenses. And on top of that, he's going to need a lot of stops from his own defense, which is going to be hard to do against this Ben Johnson offense that's very familiar with them. Yeah, Brian Flores has been an outstanding defensive coordinator throughout his tenure in the league in the last couple of years, especially with the Vikings. But it just seems Ben Johnson's been able to get the better of it. And it really is a chess match at that level. I think this game comes down to whose offense can have more sustained success. Who can keep the other team's defense on the field the longest and let that fatigue set in. And I just think Caleb's really grown, even though the Kansas City game, he didn't look great on that first drive, but he rebounded. Like, you have to admit that Chris Jones sack, Caleb Williams gift wrapped him that sack by fucking walking into it.
He belly flopped too.
He
It was
got,
hilarious.
yeah, but then he came back and against Kansas City starters, he was looked calm and composed in the pocket. And you had DeAndre Swift, who everyone crapped on last year, like, oh, he's nobody, he's nobody, he's nobody. He had one good year in Philly because of the offensive line. People forget he almost had 1,000 yards last year behind the worst offensive line in the league. And then against KC's number ones, again, it's preseason, but still the defending Super Bowl runner up starting defense, he was averaging 4 carries. So I do think if the Bears get the run game going, if they get Caleb comfortable early, I think this is a game they'll win. And I'm going to go Bears 27-24 on the lakefront, baby. Monday night, good way to start the season.
Damn. 27-24.
Iro Santos winning field goal with 5 seconds left. Caleb Williams leads a drive down the field to get him there.
Oh, dude. I want to believe in it. I want to believe that it's going to happen, and Ben Johnson is a good hire, but I just think more often than not, it doesn't always click right away, and the Vikings have more set in place. And yes, JJ is new, but he's had a good year of learning, and this Vikings roster has been very scary for years, and it's come down to who the quarterback is on whether or not they're a playoff team. But like, you remove the quarterbacks from this game, and I think that's how we should really be looking at it, because Caleb Williams and JJ McCarthy aren't big impact players. I think they both just need to get their job done and rely on the rest of the roster. And I mean, maybe Caleb or JJ comes out and they're just fucking throwing fire, but I don't believe it from either of them. We haven't seen that from Caleb yet. We might start to see him build into it this year, but in this big of a game, week one, I think this one is very defensive. I think delivering the football is going to be a tough one. It's all about running. And Roschon Johnson, really good, but Aaron Jones, another really good running back. And this Vikings run game is good. And their defense is good. And the Bears just.
Those the Bears run defense. He's running into Grady Jarrett, Javon Dexter Jr. Javon Dexter Sr. and Andrew Billings.
Dude, if I knew every name on the Vikings roster, I'd be listing them off too. I think that it's close. I do. Like, I don't feel comfortable making a lot of these picks, and that's kind of why we pick these games to talk about. But I'm like 60% Vikings, 40%. I'm not even going to give you guys that much. I'm like 75% Vikings. Just because the Bears' track record. I'm sorry to do it to you, but the Bears are the Bears, and the Vikings are the Vikings. And I'm not going to overthink this pick with how much of the maybe the offseason, because there's always the maybe the offseason for the Bears. But I know that the Vikings are a good team. So I'm going to pick the Vikings. And I'm sorry to do it, Kevin. I'm rooting for the Bears. I am. But not actually if they're my pick on the podcast. I'm rooting for the Vikings this week. Give me a tight one, 21 to 14. 21-14 Vikings.
I like it. To be honest, I think Caleb Williams is the biggest bust. I think he's too busy painting his whole fucking fingernails. And you even said it last week, or not even last week, you were talking about it on our own time. Keenan Allen was so happy he left because too busy losing, Caleb Williams was trying to get them all to paint their fucking fingernails with him. So, shows his fucking, what his priorities are. Painting nails over winning games. Hoo-wee. But, in my
I
opinion...
did not see
What
there
a weird...
anywhere. Let's
Yeah.
fact check the fuck out of that.
You did
I
say
saw
that.
0 plates. No, I didn't.
Yes, you said
What
that
in the
last week.
fuck are you talking about? What in the flying fuck are you talking about? He's not even painting his own nails this season.
Oh, yeah, it's a good thing.
Thank
But
God.
anyways, back into it.
No one
All
listened to
time,
what this retard's saying. All of that was like pure made up bullshit.
not true at
Yeah, I
all.
don't know what you're
Look it
talking
up.
about, dude. Let's talk about his game.
Look it up. Look it up. Anyways, Vikings all time are 68 and 58 and 2. Before, and they lost both times last year. And yes, one of them was tight in overtime, and then one was kind of a blowout win, 30-12. But what I do like about this, though, is the fact that the Vikings picked up Jordan Mason. He's a big, thick running back. He was great in San Fran. Yes, everyone, God damn it, runs well in San Fran. I mean, name anyone, they had a good season there. But with Aaron Jones and him being able to split carries, Aaron Jones can what?
One sec, sir. I fact checked. Caleb Williams has drawn attention for painting his nails, but has not actively tried to get his teammates to do it.
Boo! Whatever.
Thank you, Ethan.
Whatever.
That was a wild take,
Fuck.
dude. What you were just
It
saying.
was. It just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We had to look that one up. No,
No,
Jordan
it's good.
Mason. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
it's hard. Like I said, it's hard because everyone plays well in San Fran as a running back.
Exactly.
So, but Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings offense are always known to either way. If you're a quarterback for the Vikings, you have a goddamn good season. Think of Sam Darnold. I forgot the other bum's name because
Josh Dobbs.
yeah, Josh Dobbs was good, and then he went to Arizona. Yeek. I forgot the other dude's name. Anyway, besides the point. JJ, they got Jalen. I mean, like they got Jalen
Yeah.
Rigg or whatever. But I think the run game, yes, the Broncos. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place. The Bears have a good front with Grady Jarrett, and stuff. But I think them trying to stop two when they're both fresh. One is a smash mouth Jordan Mason. Aaron Jones can run it down his throat, but he's more elusive in my opinion. I think it's going to be hard to stop, and I think with Ben Johnson's new scheme, I mean, in preseason, it's always hard in preseason, but didn't look too strong. I don't think Chicago pulls this one out either. I don't really know how the score is going to go. I mean, from it being close and being a blowout, and the two times they see last year, you never know, and it's a completely different scheme. I think score of this game is going to be, I'm going to do 13-24 Vikings.
Nice. Yeah, I'd say low score for sure. I mean, just quarterback play makes that an easy determiner for me. But you never know. I mean, the over-under, it's set at 44.5, so that's a pretty low over-under. But they set it low knowing it's going to be low. So I
Yeah.
really trust the under on this game.
Yeah. I like it.
But yeah, that's damn, what an episode. Week 1,
What?
we just covered 7 motherfucking football games. So from the top,
And some
lock
false
of the
days.
week was it the Broncos or was it Missouri?
Chiefs are for, the lock of the week.
I think Denver.
I like the Broncos. I like the Broncos more as the lock of the week.
All right. Broncos lock of the week, secondary lock of the week, Kansas, Missouri. The other college game was Michigan, Oklahoma. That one's tight. I am a believer with this Michigan hype. I think they're going to run it down their throats. You guys like Oklahoma, the favored team who seem to have a little bit more going through the air. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Going into the NFL for the first time. Oh my God. Chiefs versus Chargers Friday in Brazil. We all liked the Chiefs. Or did you take the Chargers, Kevin? You took... No, yeah, we all took the Chiefs.
All
Not
3-1 Chiefs.
not lock of the week though, because it's still a hard game.
Still, yeah, they're tight. All these games are tight.
Yeah, I mean Broncos Titans. I don't think so. And then Lions Packers. 2 Lions, 1 Packer. Me and Kevin. And then part of me thinks that Kevin just will never pick the Packers though.
Yeah.
Is part of that. But Ravens Bills, me and Kevin picked the Ravens. So this week you're the outlier, Jaxon. You've got You're standing alone with the Bills and the Packers. We'll see how that goes.
Nothing better.
And Vikings, Bears, Kevin might sneak one by on us. I mean, I wouldn't call this one a lock. I mean, the Vikings are only favored at -1.5, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Bears came out and won. I'd be shocked if they killed them. That would be shocking. That would be quite the statement. I know Kevin get goosebumps just thinking about it. But if they win a tight one, I wouldn't be too surprised. So yeah, either way that one goes, it should be a good one. It's a Monday night game, so we all get to watch it after our shitty Monday at work, and then we got like a 4-day cool down to the next week of football, and we're back on this schedule, dude. Life is good again. Oh, I gotta love it. Good week in the picks, man. We got a lot of disagreements. We're all over the place, so I don't think anyone's getting through clean. We're gonna have some controversial shit.
One thing that we can all agree on and is not controversial in the least is our sponsor, Hive Tap House, has some of the best deals running on Sundays during the football season. From $10 pizzas to $12 pizzas and $5
$4
course.
quart.
It's
$5 quart.
place to be on Sundays in St. George for the NFL. Friendly staff, good food. Tell them the Jabronis sent you.
Hive Tap House. Check it out. Patrick Mahomes is a bitch. So is Dylan Raiola.
Baby back, bitch.
Another week in the Jabronis.
You and that sparkling water, my friend. If you ain't watching this on YouTube,
I'm trying to get a sponsorship, dog.
That's
dude,
San
hey.
Pellegrino. We're the LaCroix podcast. To any fans from the beginning, y'all know what I'm talking about. This is LaCroix show.
Yeah, but they didn't show me any love. So,
And we're still waiting, LaCroix.
it's on to the,
Thanks for
it's on the
listening.
imported stuff
Week
now.
1 in the books. Come back
Peace
next
out.
week.